So yeah, our fam's really, really good at basketball. Um, Anyone who's been watching my main channel knows I was our fam number one from early, from really, really early. If I'm being real, where should Awa have gone in a redraft? If we're a way too early redraft, I don't know because clearly Olivia Miles is ready today, and she's like one of the like she's in the tier two of point guards today. But and to be fair, with the way the league is going, out like Olivia Miles is one of the perfect point guards. But there's a lot of good pick and roll point guards. Like even I don't know her. I'll learn her first name, but even Jan Oblak's sister is like a very nice pick and roll point guard. The problem is that for years the WNBA was an extension of the college game. So the WNBA played a lot of the way they play in college. Now the WNBA is an extension of modern basketball, which means that you're seeing teams play and you're seeing a lot of teams prioritize players that have come from Europe because they're able to be like an SDA. These players are pick and roll maestros. That is what the point guard is in Europe. The point guard in college's job is the Raven Johnson. I'm going to dribble it and pass it to the wing, get the fuck out of the way. My job is to like be a connective passer. We now have a bunch of pick and roll maestros. So Olivia Miles is that. I'm going to say this as well when it comes to Olivia Miles, or say with Awa Fam. There are very few pick and roll bigs. And like if you've seen some of the pick and roll bigs, like some of the bigs coming in college, Lauren Betts has already came in and said she hates screening. She has already come in and being like, oh, I want to be more like college where we do high lows. I don't really like screening. Like it's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. When players are coming into the league saying they literally don't like screening. That being said, Lauren Betts is Awa Fam is that modern big. There's Awa. There's some players that are hard rollers, as in like Malonga's a hard roller. I'm trying to think modern bigs, like especially with the way things are going. Like Jess Shepard's a modern big. Jess Shepard's really starting to like she's really good. Most of them, outside of Aaliyah, where I don't know where the fuck Aaliyah got it from. Like I really don't. She wasn't playing like this South Carolina. She wasn't doing this as a rookie or even halfway through year two. I don't know where Aaliyah got this from. But like Asia's not really a pick and roll big. She's a more dump it in, but Asia's the best at what she does. So like she can be like she's like a wing big hybrid. She's like Embiid. She's like a female Embiid that never gets injured, which is, by the way, if Embiid never got injured, she's one of the greatest ever. That's not an insult. But if you look at Awa Fam, if you watch this game, whether she's guarding the pick and roll as a defender, as kind of a hedge and recover, which very few players in the W are able to hedge and recover. She's pretty quick on her feet. The pace was a little bit iffy, and she struggled with physicality with Kiki Iriafen, which is fine. You expect her to struggle with Kiki Iriafen physicality. Kiki's the best rebounder in the league. You expect her to struggle a little bit with that. But you can see on the offense and the defensive end, her IQ is already like she doesn't have elite IQ. But if we're looking at centers in this league, IQ wise, she walks in at 19 as one of probably the 5 smartest, which is unheard of. Let's take a look at some of the things that she's doing. So, she had 10 points in her debut. Screen, good roll there, finishes left hand. Again, it's one of those things that young players finishing with the offhand is something that they tend not to like to do. Defensive end comes down, gets a block on Kiki Iriafen. Drives in, steps through, easy layup. Nice on the dump down there. She did miss a 3-point shot, but it looked good. Like online, hit back rim. So that's what you want to see. Comes in, sets a screen there, doesn't connect, still gets it in the short roll, bang, easy. She has the ability to roll hard, roll soft, and that's the thing with Awa, where you're like, you have seen, I know she missed a shot, which we don't really have a tape here, steps through, weak side, easy. Like there's little things. On the defensive end, she's on top of it, but we're just going to look and she got hacked as well. So she got hacked as well. They dumped it into her in the post, and she's looking around. She's looking around for people, for cutters. Shakira Austin doubles down, and she immediately pivots baseline, takes a dribble, and gets fouled on the dribble. But she's gonna take the dribble and dot the corner, because that's what she does. Like, she sees the double. Okay, I'm gonna be composed and get out of it. The pace of the game, the up and down nature in the full court, got to her a bit, especially in the first half. The physicality of offensive rebounders, that's not really that much of a thing in Europe. These physical Kiki, Shakira, and it's a tough game. Like, the Fever couldn't deal with it. Like Aaliyah struggled with Kiki and Shakira's physicality in the offensive glass, so she's obviously going to struggle, and she did. At that aspect of the game, she struggled. But if you're looking here, pick, I'm going to roll. The roll's on, I'm going to roll. Before a couple of possessions before that, she set the screen. Or in the first quarter, she set the screen, and the roll wasn't on. She popped for 3. Good luck, missed it. She got a pick, roll, and then here she sets the screen. She sees that Shakira Austin's playing drop coverage. If she rolls, Shakira Austin's there. She sees Shakira Austin's playing drop on that, and they're fighting over. So she's going to short roll into a position where she's wide open from it. And that's the thing where it's like, bigs in the WNBA, there are exceptions. Like, again, Aja Wilson is so good that she can decide to pop or decide to roll, and it doesn't matter what the defense is giving her. She's probably just scoring or getting to the line. Aaliyah is one that reads what the defense is giving them. It's her and Aaliyah. I mean, Sarah Strong, obviously, in college. Like, she might be the number 2 pick and roll IQ big in the world, and she might be one. She might actually be one. Like, if you watched her in the pick and roll, she sees how the pick and roll is being defended, because in Europe, teams defend pick and rolls differently every single time. You're seeing that they're going under. The Washington Mystics, it's very clear if you watch the Washington Mystics that their pick and roll defense is just whatever. Wing it. Like, there are a lot of teams that I know just wing pick and roll defense. They don't have their sets. They don't have a lot of things. It's wing it. That is how they guard the pick and roll. They are like, you know what? We are going to wing it. But yeah, it is. It's one of those things where, she's that good. In a redraft, look, I'm still taking her 1. I think it's so. There are a lot of pick and roll maestros, as great as Olivia Miles is. The Dallas Wings clearly did not want the referees clearly did not want a the referees of the fucking Wings clearly did not want a project, so she was never going 1. But if it was anyone but the Wings, so that's what people were talking about Miles. She's not going to be the best rookie. She's not going to be Rookie of the Year. She's probably not going to make an all-rookie team. But Awa Fam is born in July 2006. She is 3 years. She's over 3 years younger than Olivia Miles. She's nearly 4 years younger than AZ Fudd. Taking AZ Fudd, who's really good, by the way, fantastic today, over Awa Fam was malpractice.